Good morning, everyone. How are you today? I hope you're well and good right now. I am Nikki Vanessa Shooting, your teacher for reading and writing skills. Welcome to our class for the second semester. Today, we will be discussing about the reading and thinking strategies, the paragraph development. This part of module discusses about paragraph writing. It includes the various techniques or patterns in developing a paragraph. It also explains the elements involved in paragraph writing. Each method or pattern is followed by writing activities to test your ability and theoretical knowledge in writing unified, coherent, and emphatic paragraphs. By the end of this lesson, you are expected to: first, you have to compare and contrast pattern of written text across discipline. First, the narration, description and definition, classification, comparison and contrast, cause and effect, and then the last one, the problem solution. What is paragraph? The word paragraph comes from two Greek words para, which means beyond or beside, and graphein, which means to write. A paragraph is a collection or related sentences in one central idea. Each sentence shows connection to another sentences in the paragraph. A paragraph is an independent unit or related unit. As an independent unit, it is complete in itself. As a related unit, it is a part of composition that is combined with other paragraphs to make a larger composition. Whether a paragraph is an independent unit or related unit, it has its beginning, middle, and of course the conclusion or the end. So now let's proceed to the developing effective paragraph. One of the most important elements in writing is the form or structure. It is worth noting that without a solid structure in place, a content you have gathered would fall apart. After constructing an outline or writing your first draft, it is time to get on to graph writing. An effective paragraph shows the unity of the sentences used in developing the main idea. A paragraph is made up of the topic, sentence, which contains the main idea, the supporting details, and the conclusion or the clinching sentence at the end. So what is topic sentence? So when we say topic sentence, it reveals the main idea or the central idea of the paragraph. It does not necessarily to be placed at the beginning of the paragraph. It may be found in the middle of the first and the last of the sentence or at the end. If it is not found at the end of the paragraph, it may be used as clinching or conclusions or concluding sentence. And also the supporting details, they give the paragraph life as it elaborates on scope given by the topic sentence. Clinching sentence, it closest to your paragraph. According to Dagdagroder 2010, this may be a restatement of the topic sentence, a summary, or a conclusion based on the supporting details. Now, let's try this activity. Let's read the paragraph below and identify the topic sentence. So, oceans and lakes have much in common, but they are also quite different. Both the bodies and water, but oceans are very large bodies of salt water, while lakes are much smaller bodies of fresh water. Lakes are usually surrounded by land, while oceans are what surrounds continents. Both have plants and animals living in them. The ocean is home to the largest animals on the planet, whereas lakes support much smaller forms of life. When it is time for a vacation, both will make a great place to visit and enjoy. I want to swim the lake. So you are going to identify where is the topic sentence. Sunset is a time of day when our sky meets the outer space solar winds. They are blue, pink and purple, swirling, spinning and twisting like clouds or balloons caught in a blender. Sunset is an opposite of sunrise. The sun moves slowly to hide behind the line of horizon, while the moon races to take its place in prominence atop the night sky. People slow a crawl, entrance fully, forgetting the deeds that still must be done. There is a coolness and calmness when the sun does set. Now, the last paragraph. Here is the perfect system for cleaning your room. First, move all the items that do not have a proper place to the center of the room. Get rid at least 5 things that you have not used within the last year. Take out all the trash, and place all the dirty dishes in the kitchen sink. Now find a location for each of the items you had placed in the center of the room. 5S is a Japanese cleaning system for any remaining items. See if you can squeeze them under your bed or stop them to the back of your closet. See, that was easy. So now let's proceed to the developing effective paragraph. One of the most important elements in writing is the form or structure. It is worth noting that without a solid structure in place, a content you have gathered would fall apart. After constructing an outline or writing your first draft, it is time to get on to graph writing. An effective paragraph shows the unity of the sentences used in developing the main idea. A paragraph is made up of the topic sentence, which contains the main idea, the supporting details, and the conclusion or the clinching sentence at the